guys, welcome back to our Sierra Nevada 30th Anniversary Spectacular. So we've already got these two down, the Helles, the Imperial Helles, and the black. That was the stout. That was the stout. Yeah, it's a lot of alcohol.
We can do it.
Yeah,
we'll get through them. Don't worry.
And so now we got two left. We've got the black barley wine and
that's the Grand Cru.
Grand Cru and the black barley.
That
wine.
is like a blended ale of
Bigfoot,
Pale, and Celebration.
Exactly.
And then a portion of it, I think 20% of it, is aged in oak barrels.
Right.
I don't know. I think they're just raw oak barrels. It didn't say anything about bourbon barrels.
Right.
So it's just...
Well, we'll find out when we crack that one open. So, it's a party. So
that's right. So black barley wine. I don't think I've ever heard of a black barley wine before this.
yeah.
Have you?
No, I can't say that I have, but it's definitely black. Looking at that, that's pretty darn.
So
it doesn't look as
not,
viscous as a stout.
Yeah, so it's not. I was gonna say it's not an imperial stout because basically an imperial stout is like a black.
It's almost like
wine.
exactly.
Because a barley wine is pretty much anything over 9%, 9.5% is going to be kind of reaching towards
exactly.
barley wine. So this one weighs in at 10.2% ABV.
And I'll tell you what, it's got that really fluffy, pillowy foam on there. That's just that all of these have had some absolutely fantastic carbonation to get that. I mean, look how that foam coats the glass there. That's pretty crazy. So, they've all had that.
Not a super hoppy aroma.
No, not at all.
But nice.
But barley wines don't have to be hoppy. We're so used to having hoppy barley wines, and so I'm wondering.
And typically, barley wines really aren't a hop forward beer. I think barley wines come across as being a hoppy beer because there's so much alcohol and so much malt in those beers that they really need to be balanced out by the hops.
Yeah.
But they're generally not a hop forward beer like an IPA would. Or something.
This day and age with the, especially the West Coast hopheads, barley wines have got a reputation for being really hoppy. This smells really malty to me.
Yeah, a little bit of that roasted malt.
Yeah, you're getting some of the roasted malt.
And a nice level of sweetness.
Yeah, so I'm not picking up hardly any hops whatsoever. But let's get it and give it a taste. Cheers. Lots of roastedness. Oh yeah. Tons of roasted qualities to this.
There is hoppiness though, but it's way in the back.
Yeah.
It's not that floral.
It's starting to come out now. After that sip, right about now is that hoppiness is starting to hit. And
it's not an imperial stout. Wow, that's really cool.
No. Yeah,
really
it's
cool,
got
because it really doesn't taste like an imperial stout.
No, it's got a much lighter mouthfeel than a stout. It doesn't have that viscosity.
Right.
It's I mean it's still got a really good mouthfeel, but it's lots and lots of roastedness to that. So.
And this one was done with
Jack McAuliffe. Yeah.
I can never remember his name. McAuliffe.
Yeah.
And he's from New Albion.
Yeah, New Albion.
New Albion Brewing Company.
One of the big first ones.
Sonoma. Yeah, the guy makeshifted his brewery. In the 70s from dairy equipment and stuff like that.
And a lot
was like an engineer.
Yeah,
or something
he was. And went over to England, found some of those beers, really liked them, came back, kind of kit bashed his whole brewery, and a lot of his techniques that he used to build that brewery inspired a lot of other craft brewers to do the same thing. Because there really wasn't gear and equipment designed for a brewery of this size. They were either all for the macro breweries.
He was thinking total function.
Yeah.
This thing needs to function a certain way, and that's how it's going to work.
Exactly. Man, that's really good. It does have a little bit of a creaminess to it, right there at the end, but that's just a really, really good beer. I like that one.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on the creaminess till you said that. It really, to me, it tastes like a real traditional barley wine with this little twist.
Yeah,
like
just
at my first sip, it's like, like English style barley wine.
Yeah, nice.
You get that real deep caramel flavor. Mm-hmm. You pick up the alcohol.
Yeah, and like I said, one of the things I've loved about all of these beers is the the carbonation level, and just the really unique. It's like a marshmallow foam, like a marshmallow cream foam that's on these things.
And it's the
just
lacing
dense.
on it is just perfect too.
So good stuff. Wow. Okay, so we got one more left to do. This is the Grand Cru. We'll put that one off to the side. I'll grab it. So now
this is actually
the Brewers Reserve.
Yeah. So Brewers Reserve, they did the collaborations with the first three. This one ended out the series. This was the Sierra Nevada team, so they got together and they wanted to do basically a collaboration of the Sierra Nevada beers. You got that?
Just take a minute. Just working it.
So they wanted to do a collaboration of the beers. So I mean, these are great beers from Sierra Nevada. Their Pale Ale is their flagship beer. They've been brewing it forever. They've been doing the Bigfoot for a very long time, and then the Sierra Nevada Celebration. So by blending these all together, they came up with
the Grand Cru.
With the Grand Cru.
I did it to my
oak aged Bigfoot, Celebration Ale, and Fresh Pale Ale, blended it together and generously dry hopped.
Yeah, but no, I mean it's just this dense meringue of foam here. I've never seen that. That's just. I mean, it's solid. It's solid coating. I mean, you can just change the color of your glass. It's crazy. I love that foam. So, okay, well,
so
let's get into the nose. Well, let's take a look at the color on it first.
Well, you look at that.
Okay, this, like I said, I did an aggressive pour. This is about 2 fingers full of head on there. Really, the same kind of foam that we've had throughout this. That really deep, dense, meringue, pillowy foam. Really nice ruby red.
This is actually a very bright beer.
Yeah,
it has no haze at all.
No, it's got a really nice color.
Beer, you can clearly see through.
Yeah, very nice deep red color, which is kind of, that's probably all that barley wine and oak aging that they did. Right. So let's get into the nose here.
The nose of this beer is flippin' amazing.
Yeah, hops and oak.
You've got that vanilla note.
And a lot of vanilla.
Oak, you get the hops.
Yeah, lots of vanilla.
Fresh floral hop aroma.
Mm-hmm.
Really intense nose.
Some malts, yeah. I mean, you get some of that oak.
And again, because of the oak, you get this wine characteristic too. Like that sweetness and the oak come together that gives you this wine characteristic.
Yeah. Really nice.
Very earthy.
Yeah. Really, really nice. Very, yeah. Let's
good
drink
stuff.
it.
Let's drink it.
Cheers.
Wow.
Whoa. That one's really different. I was expecting really hoppy, but it's got a really nice creaminess to it. A really huge mouthfeel to it. Just really coats everything in there. Definitely, there's hops present. You're getting a good amount of hops. This one is what it come out at 9.2.
Yeah, so it's a big beer.
Yeah, you're getting a good amount of hops, but it's balanced with the malt. I think I'm going to say that the oak aging is what gives it that really round mouthfeel.
I'd say, definitely. For me, the putting this, the first thing I thought of putting this in my mouth was the exact replica of what I'm smelling. But then, 2 seconds later, it completely changes. Yeah. So you taste that fruitiness and that wine barrel kind of effect, and then it changes into this really big, enormous beer.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I'm going to pour mine a little better now this time. But yeah, again, really, all of these beers have really pushed the limits of beers. They've really gone outside the box on a lot of different things. Really kind of try to come up with new and innovative ways of making beer, and I think they're all successful. In this series.
I mean, I've got to put it to them. So this is 30 years in the making for brewing. So they've really touched on a lot of different genres of beer. They've got a stout. They've got a German-style Hellesbock.
Yeah.
They've got a black barley wine, which is unheard of. And then they have the barrel age, which is such a new thing and such a new trend in brewing, which is not going away, by the way.
Right.
It's here to stay. And they've really hit on all the notes of like what's happened over the last 30 years. And then collaborating with all of the greats in the brewing industry.
Exactly.
They really pulled us together, and I think Sierra Nevada did a really good job.
And again, I think we need to stress that while this is technically Sierra Nevada's 30th anniversary, with the people that they had collaborating and the styles that they have here, this is almost more of a 30-year anniversary of American craft beer and the craft beer movement since the 70s.
I couldn't agree with you more, for sure.
You know, I mean, you try these you know, this selection of beer. A, you'll be wasted. B, you know,
we can do it.
Yeah. B, you know, you're gonna have a really, really strong foundation of each of these, not only each style, but how each style can be manipulated and made into something, you know, a little different. So yes, you have, you know, your Hellesbock. So you'll get an idea of what a Hellesbock is supposed to taste like, but you're also having a Hellesbock that's, you know, an Imperial Hellesbock. So it's twice a standard Hellesbock. So you're like, you're getting an education in styles, but you're also getting an education in innovation, because these things have all been manipulated outside their normal parameters. So it's really crazy
good stuff.
experience. Yes.
Well, all right. Well, thank you for joining us on American Beer TV and celebrating 30 years of Sierra Nevada Brewing Company.
Exactly.
Cheers. Get out there and drink craft beer.